All right, in the meantime, guys, let's talk about the top free agents that are out there. And there are still some big names out there. Obviously, the big two pitchers that everybody talks about, Max Scherzer, James Shields, and everybody always wants to say somehow Scherzer or Shields, but more Scherzer is going to come back to the Yankees. Dave, what do you think?
All you hear is no, 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 no. They're not doing it. It's not going to happen. People in the organization, people outside the organization. I am never going to say it's 100% not happening until he's signed somewhere else. However, that it does not look like he's coming here, and we're not surprised that it's gone this late. I think this is the way we thought it would go. Here's
what I'm surprised about, though, that there haven't been a few more little connections to somebody in that saying there's a $175 million offer. There's somebody getting close to 200. You'd think the Dodgers, or maybe we'd hear that Boris has talked to Mike Ilitch, the owner of the Tigers, by now. We're not hearing any of that.
Yeah, you would think that there would start to be some smoke somewhere right
it's coming
now. And you're right. It's going to come. I mean, we're right out of the holiday break and all this. I mean, this is when it's going to start to happen. But it is interesting that right now, you have two pitchers of that caliber out there, and then a massive gap, and then some bottom end pitchers. That it's just kind of it's kind of an all or nothing market right now.
Yeah. And as you look at some of the available arms, I mean, are any of those names that the Yankees would be interested in?
The Yankees obviously could use some depth because in the rotation because of the question marks and the injuries that their starters are dealing with, but. They're not really enthralled, and nobody's really enthralled with the guys that are left there, sort of at the lower end. Even though you could ask a couple of those guys to come in as non-roster invitees to spring training, but it's not a very good collection, so it may not happen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say that if it does reach that point with some of those guys where they are looking at their only market as a non-roster and they've got to come in and try to win a spot, honestly, the Yankees might be a spot where they'd want to sign. I mean, this is really the kind of situation where for a guy like that, who if he's not getting big league offers and he's not getting good money and he just wants an opportunity, you could see the Yankees as the kind of place to sign that non-roster deal and come into camp on the chance and not necessarily the, wing and a prayer chance that one of these guys gets hurt. I mean, there's a real possibility with Pineda's shoulder and Tanaka's elbow and CeCe's knee and everything else, basically, that one of these guys could get hurt in spring training, and that may appeal to one of these guys. I don't know that the Yankees want to go out and give a Chad Billingsley a big league deal, but they may be able to offer him the sort of non-roster situation that's much better than he can find anywhere else.
All right, guys, let's turn our attention to some available closers still out there and relievers, and you find Rafael Soriano still available, of course, pitched for the Nats last year, K-Rod, and then Casey Janssen. And again, I think the Yankees pretty much are set bullpen-wise, but these are more situations. We're seeing some of these veteran guys who might not be at their elite level anymore, Dave, but they're going to kind of probably piece it together here in the next few weeks. Yeah,
and obviously they had success with Soriano in the past, but at the same time, their bullpen is a strength right now. It really is. And I mean, I think there's other needs. I mean, they need more offense. Obviously, there's nowhere to fit it in right now. And another starter, just, to be more secure. Like, if you could find a guy that makes Capuano not so important, that would be good. But their bullpen it's quite it's a strength.
Yeah, it is a strength. And I don't think that any way that they need another reliever at this point. But you just look at the market, and unless they want to spend the money to go after Scherzer and Shields, which I don't think they do, the rest of the starting pitching market where they could use some depth is not any good. And they don't have a spot in their lineup right now unless they make a trade to sign a free agent to get that sort of offensive boost. The one place, if they do have a little bit of extra money laying around and they want to spend it, there are some pretty good relievers out there. And if that market continues to come down to the point where it's a fairly cheap signing, I mean, why not? If you can get Soriano on a one-year deal and plug him in there, it makes the team better.
If there's a pitcher out there to trade for, though, with a team, I'm not sure the Yankees have already traded for their strength into the bullpen, getting Shreve, getting Carpenter, getting Justin Wilson, this kind of thing. I'm not sure, and they managed to hang on, Dave, to most of their good young talent. I'm not sure that they want to go out and maybe spin a Gary Sanchez and somebody else, or a Shreve, who they just got, to go get a pitcher that's maybe a 4 or a 5.
No, you would only use those guys to get a top of the line guy. I mean, the plan really unfolded during the off season, getting younger, you know, and that's been important, and they've done that, and they've got some live arms now, so I think they want to go with that.